Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me today for another installment in my ongoing 50 for 2023 project here on the channel. Probably getting tired of hearing me say it at this point, but this is a very simple project that I put together at the end of 2022, made a list of 50 singles that I wanted to target in the coming year, and we're gonna see how many of them I can get through before December 31st and see what percentage of those 50 I can add to the collection and how focused I can manage to stay on this project. So in the last installment, if you missed it, featured the two cards that you see in front of you, two former Negro League and Major League greats, Roy Campanella and Minnie Minoso. Actually neglected to mention in the video, but another cool thing about the 51 Campy, that was his first MVP year in Major League Baseball. So another reason why that card is just fantastic. So those two brought us up to 15 down and 35 to go in the project. And today I have card number 16 to share, but I also have some related cards that are kind of tied to it that I figured I would bring out and just show off on the channel again. So one of the cards that I've covered already, the previous 15, was the 2013 Topps Mike Trout. And I just indicated that I wanted to get either the gold or the Topps Chrome Refractor. And I went a little overboard, found some deals that were just too good to be true, and ended up picking up both, the Chrome Refractor and the gold. So kind of double checked that one off the list. Certainly covered myself with 2013 Topps Mike Trout. And the gold is really what appealed to me the most. I am working on a refractor run, but these golds, I share the love of these. Like many of my fellow collectors, I just think they're really special cards, long lineage, and the serial numbering, just really makes them important. So that's the 2013. Previously, I had shown the 2012 Topps Gold Mike Trout. This card here in a video that I did on my various versions of the 2012 Trout. Did a whole episode on this because I do have maybe like 8 or 9 different versions of this card. I'm a big fan of it. At the time, I had this PSA 8, and I remarked in that video that it was the only 8, and all the other cards I showed were 9s. While it wasn't a huge priority, I would like to upgrade it at some point to a 9. Well, I was since then able to locate this PSA 9. So I actually have 2 of the 2012 copies that are out there of this Mike Trout Gold. This 9 was a price that was just too good to pass up. It was almost the same amount of money as what I paid for this 8. So I snatched it up. I'm going to keep the 9. And at some point, later this season, I will list and sell this 8 to recoup money and put it back into the collection, in some new way, shape, or form. But I just thought, since I was showing that 2013 gold, I would show the 2012 as well. And then with that being said, that all leads up to today's addition to the 50 for 2023 project. Continuing on, looking at Mike Trout and years where I was weak. Also added the 2014 card, and again, wanted to either get the gold or a Topps Chrome Refractor, and was able to track down the gold. So I didn't overdo it with this one like I did with the 2013 and get both the gold and the refractor, although I'm continuing to keep my eyes peeled, and I would still love to add the Topps Chrome Refractor, base refractor of this card. But for now, picked up the gold. It was available at a very, very reasonable price and a fine 9 like I like to look for my Mike Trout cards. And yeah, I just can't say enough about this parallel. I know I'm not original here in my thoughts, and there are a lot of people that feel the same way, but these have been around coming up on 25 years now, introduced all the way back at the beginning of the decade and the century, the decade of the 2000s and the century, the 21st century. They've been in Topps every year since. They're tremendously popular. I don't see them going away anytime soon. They're harder and harder to pull as the years go by because the numbering on them stays to the year of release, but the amount of product that Topps prints, kind of just goes up and up every year, certainly in recent years. So these are, they're not rare for sure. They're not even scarce. There are 2,000 copies of this card out there. But, while 2,000 sounds like a lot, if you go out there on eBay and in the marketplace and start looking for some of these, as the years roll by, they're not easy to find. And, think of how many cards, like if you're a 90s collector, Think of how many cards from the 90s that are numbered to even 5,000, for example, that you just can't find today, especially of the game's best. And to me, Mike Trout is one of the best in the game. There's a reason that he got multiple spots dedicated to him on my list of 50 cards for 2023. So yeah, earlier we covered the 2013 Trouts on this list, and today I cross off the 2014 Mike Trout with this Topps Gold copy number 492 of 2014. So awesome stuff. Kind of a sneaky card in terms of being difficult to find. Not super expensive if you're lucky when you do find one, but it took me a little bit of patience and saved search to kind of eventually track that one down. And that is going to bring us up to 16 cards down now off the list of 50 for 2023, 34 to go. I hope you'll stick with me for the remainder of the project throughout the year, or at least however far I'm able to get. And in the meantime, I really appreciate you stopping by to spend a few minutes of your valuable time with me here on the channel. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet and end it here. I appreciate you stopping by, and I'll be back in the very near future with some more content. Until then, enjoy the hobby and stay safe, everybody.